Hi, everyone. Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yes and yes.
Woo! Guess where we are? This is Kelly.
Hi
I'm
guys.
Jeanette. So we thought we'd come live to you for a few seconds here because we are actually in the pink Mini Cooper. We're not driving, we promise you.
Southeast Shares coming on location from Atlanta
Yes,
in your car.
that's right. So okay, is it time to start, Kelly?
It's time.
So we've
It's
got to
7.
record, right?
We do.
Okay, she's
Let
gonna.
me close this out.
Okay, hold on just one moment.
All right.
And if everyone else could go on mute until it's your time to talk, that would be great. Okay. Did you start?
Yep.
Okay. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to those recurring representatives that are here faithfully every week, and to the new ones that are on tonight. We've got a really full schedule, and it's only 30 minutes. So we're going to jump right into it. And don't forget, sign up for that Southeast Region New Avon Facebook page. And this will be recorded, so you can play this back, and you can actually, take your time and listen. And we've also included our guests' phone numbers and their email addresses too. So if you have questions after tonight's webinar, we will post that, and then you can re-listen to it and share it with all the other representatives you know. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, tonight we've got some really great sharing. A profit sharing twist on fundraising by Emily Stevens, setting up successful storefront events with Leslie Hobart, and Princess and Lee Gadd are going to talk about persistence builds business. I'm going to turn it over to Lane Lake right now, leadership coach for the Southeast, and if you could please introduce Emily.
Good evening, Southeast, and thank you, Jeanette. I get the true pleasure of introducing to you guys a true pioneer in a new way of thinking how she's running her business and how it's going to work for her family. Without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Emily Stevens. As of Campaign 25, our newest gold leader and President's Club member. Emily, take it away.
Emily, you'll have to go off mute. Can we get her?
Hey Emily, you with us? Oh, you just remuted, it looks like. All right, now you're off mute. You should be on.
I'll tell you what, Emily, call my cell phone and I'll put you on speaker.
Hang tight, everybody. We're finding a workaround here. Technology, our best friend.
Emily, are you here?
Hey, Jeanette, can you hear me?
Yes. Can everyone else hear Emily?
Yes, yes. Hey, Emily.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry. I couldn't get my technology to work.
No problem. Go ahead. We've got your picture up here, but we're going to... Can you see the screen?
Thank you so much for letting me chat with you a little bit. As you can see, I am a work-from-home mom of 4, so we're involved in so many activities, aka opportunities, between band and sports and things at school. I've presented to my son's high school marching band before fundraising opportunities, and the minute I start talking to them about fundraisers, their faces are shut down. They understand how much work sometimes fundraisers can be. But as I was going with them to their profit share nights at Wendy's and Chick-fil-A, kind of had an aha moment. What if I present to them an Avon profit share? And the minute I said that famous word profit share, they lit up and they were so excited to work with me. So how my profit share worked is the students passed around my brochures, which of course had my QR code and my website on the front of the brochure, and all of the parents were sharing my e-store on social media, and I was promising the band a 50% profit share. That's not 50% earnings, it's just 50% of my profits. It was only online orders, which meant zero work for me. I did not have to collect any money. I did not have to make any deliveries. I did not even have to place an order. I'm just watching all of these earnings filter into my e-store and my Avon account. So I am going to share 50% of those profits to the band, which will also be a tax-deductible donation for me. So double win for that. I'm gaining new customers. I'm making new contacts. My business is getting recognition from the school, and it's opening doors for future profit shares and other school organizations that want to do the same thing. So it's been very exciting and rewarding to help my son's band grow my customer base, help me reach President's Club, and just been really exciting to have a new avenue to fundraise without all of the hard work.
That's great, Emily. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, can you expand a little bit more, because I know that you had spoken a little bit with Lane, and Lane had shared with me too, that this is the first time you were doing this. So are you continuing? Like, was this a big hit, or what do you see with it right now?
It was a big hit. I think the parents really enjoyed doing some of their Christmas shopping. And I'm going tomorrow actually to the school to present my donation to the board members of the band. And we are already talking about doing one in the future. We definitely have one planned for bug guard season. I don't know if we'll have another one pulled off before the holidays, but it went over very, very well because the band board is not having to do any of the work. The thought of peddling uneaten cookie dough and overpriced wrapping paper was not exciting to them. So the fact that it was zero work for them and I was simply writing them a check for 50% of the profits was the most alluring for them.
Wow, that's great. That's just genius. And I love the word even, profit sharing. And as you said, their eyes just lit up instead of thinking of it as a fundraiser. And in addition to that, how did it affect your customer base? Is there, different new people?
Oh, I have a lot more customers. I haven't even counted all of the new customers I have. In addition to new customers right now, I'm thinking of all of the seeds that have been planted, all of the brochures that have been passed around to the school and to family members that could bring in future sales. But I made President's Club in this last campaign, and I didn't even realize it. The e-store orders were coming in. I'm like, oh, look, I made it.
Wow, that's really big. Well, thank you so much, Emily. We really appreciate all that you've shared. And now we're going to move on, and I'm going to ask Tyra Harless to please introduce our next guest.
Good evening, Southeast. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Leslie Hubert. She is currently a Silver Ambassador and is diligently working to become Gold Ambassador as of Campaign 26. She recently graduated from Coach School this past October, and I am super proud of her for all of her accomplishments and the confidence that she has developed within herself throughout this program. So over to you, Leslie.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
We can. Go ahead.
Okay, good. Okay. I call myself a grandmother entrepreneur. I have two grandchildren that live with me, so I'm a grandmother entrepreneur. And tonight I'll be teaching you how to set up and drive sales at storefronts and restaurants while adding business partners. You'll see how to find stores, what to say to the manager, what to take with you when you set up, what you say to the customers, how to get into a Walmart and other big stores. I will also bring you along on a little role play by telling you what I say to the managers and customers. How I go about finding stores, I decide an area I want to pursue, and I go in online on online yellow pages, type in stores in the town I want to go into, and then I just write down the phone numbers and the name of the store that I want to call. When I'm calling the store, I call and I ask for the manager. It needs to be the main manager. An assistant manager does not have the autonomy to give you permission. So I ask for the main manager. And what I do is I say, hi, I'm Leslie, and I'm with Avon. I do customer appreciations. What I do is I greet your customers. I give them a goodie bag, and in it, I use the clear literature bags, and I put brochures and samples in it, and I give them, tell them it's appreciation for coming to the business that I'm set up at. And I also do a free product giveaway to those who want to sign up. And then I say to the manager, I was wondering if I could set up during your busy hours. And if he says yes, then I remember to get his name, or her name, sorry, and write down the phone number, because when I go into that store, that business, if I don't have that main manager's name and the phone number, they are not going to let me in. That's just my key to get in the door. And when I go into the stores, what I usually do is I just take a folding table, my Avon tablecloth, product that I'm going to give away, which is usually a piece of jewelry. There are some stores you'll have to find out that will let you sell your products there. There are some stores that won't, and those that don't, I just do the drawing for the free piece of jewelry, and that draws the people over, and I get their name and their information. I also take my goodie bags with me, pens for them to fill out the ticket, and optional, sometimes I take a candy dish with me for kids, and I always have it as wrapped candy, balloons, and a sign. When the customers walk in, I'll say, welcome to whatever store I'm at. We're doing a customer appreciation for the customers today. Here's a bag of goodies for you, and we'd like to thank you for coming to our business. And I'm also doing a drawing today, and I'm giving away this, and then I'll show them what I'm giving away. And all I need is your name and phone number, and if you put it in this bag, I'll be doing the drawing tonight after I leave the store, and only the winner will be called. And that's all I do. And also, sometimes you may have some time to have a conversation, see if they already have an Avon representative. If they do, I just say, well, I'm glad that you have an Avon representative. And if they say no, then I talk to them a little more and see if we can meet up sometime and give them a current book, because a lot of times I have old books and they're samples. And also, while you're out and about, if you're looking for like Walmart's have to be a non-for-profit. You can get into any Walmart. It's all, I've talked to corporate. I've done this in my past job 6 years ago. I've done it for the last 6, 7 years. You have to talk, corporate says it's all up to the manager. It's the manager's discretion. So what I do is I go and I talk to the manager. Sometimes I go talk, sometimes I call on the phone, tell them the same thing I just told the other manager, but I tell them I'm doing a fundraiser. You need to find a group that has a 501(c), and you have to show them the 501(c) from that group, and you have to write on a letterhead from that organization what steps you're going to do. Like, I'm going to be handing out books, and I'm only going to be selling the fundraising stuff that we are doing for the fundraiser, and I also have a donation jar, and I'm going to have a giveaway basket or a piece of jewelry. And Walmart's will let you in. Some will still say no, but the majority of them, if it is a 501, you can walk into a Walmart and set up outside. But one thing, it has to be in the county that that 501(c) is in. So say, for instance, I do one in Shelby, and I do it for an organization there, and I have to only stick in Cleveland County because that's what the 501(c) is. And always when I leave, no matter what store I'm at, I also give the managers a thank you gift for allowing me. It may be a goodie bag, or it may be a piece of jewelry, or whatever you want to give them, but I always give them appreciation gift for allowing me to be there. And that's it all in a nutshell. It's very easy, and if you have any questions, just contact me and I can walk you through it.
Well, Thank you. Thank you so much, Leslie, for really giving us that visual and step by step. And I know a lot of representatives do a lot of, business setting up and maybe at the big stores, but it's really nice to hear a twist, on what you might be doing, and especially that information about, getting into those bigger stores. But again, reach out to Leslie if you have more questions. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and move on now to Janine, our another leadership coach who's going to introduce Princess and Lee.
Hello, Southeast. It's Janine Newcomer, Leadership Development Coach, and it is my privilege to introduce Princess and Lee Gadd. They have been with us a little over a year. This is their first full year, and they've earned President's Club already, and they are a Gold Ambassador. They are quite the dynamic duo in the Winchester, Kentucky area. So, Princess and Lee, take it away.
Hey, everybody. You can't believe everything Janine tells you now. But no, we're glad to be here. You'll find out I do most of the talking because my wife's a little shy sometimes.
Hello.
She likes to do a lot of one-on-one talking, and I'm just a big mouth. So, no, we wanted to talk about persistence building business. With our team, we're finding a lot of people when they get into niches and things that when it's not going like they think it should, that it's just, well, we'll just throw our hands up and quit, we're done. But the thing is, quit can't be an option in this. I mean, this is not just, you're not working for somebody else, we're working for ourselves. And so if we're going to be businessmen and we're businesswomen, we're going to have to build our business. Persistence. Just, I guess, just dogmatic about it, so to speak. But
we're finding when we go to our teams, we're finding that people are setting like big goals, future goals. They're not setting like, and we learned a lot of this from Janine in our coaching, as well as our upline, but to set small goals, goals long term, but break them down. People do the big goals and then they get overwhelmed. They're when something don't seem to go exactly or it's not coming as fast.
We have found that if you don't have a mindset of success, you're not going to be successful. And when we changed our way of thinking and we changed our mindset and said, you know what, we're going to be successful. We're going to make success out of this. Then we started becoming successful. I mean, we've got our average order size to between $600 and $700 a campaign, which, I mean, that's I'm excited about that. And then, we're building our team up to almost 70 people now. And it's all because we changed our way of thinking. We had a mindset of, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, no big deal. We've got this mindset now, we're going to be successful. And just because a campaign's slow or recruitment period's not going like you think it should, you're not unsuccessful. And this is what I tell people. We pastor a church, and I tell my people this, and I tell other people this when I counsel. Unsuccessful only happens when you do nothing. If you do nothing, then you are completely unsuccessful. But as long as you're trying to do something, you are going to be successful in something.
Yes.
If you'll go to the next slide, please.
I think we kind of talked about the overwhelming one the last time. But if you need help, ask. We found out that when we first started, we would get overwhelmed because our upline was in California. But we found out that she's just a phone call away. She's just a text away. She has become a dear friend. And she was there to help us.
And if she didn't know the answer, she would find the answer from somebody else. So there's always going to be an answer there, So just ask. The worst thing anybody can tell you is no, or we don't know, but we'll find out later.
A lot of businesses, I I've been around people that have started businesses. No one has a backup like Avon. I have found out that if I go to my upline, which is Aisha, I see that she's listening. Lydia, another dear friend. I mean, you can go all the way to the top. There is always somebody going to know the answer. So Lee and I, we kind of decided if we need an answer to something, just keep going till we find it.
That's it. And
persistent.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you build business. That's how you build anything and do anything. You got to be persistent at it. And listen, don't be defined by somebody telling you no. If you're dealing with a customer or a recruit or anything, and somebody says no, not today, no, don't let that no define your success, and don't let that no define who you are. There's a statistic out that says that for every 11 no's you get in sales, you will eventually get one yes. So, I mean, maybe we need to start making a little counter. Okay, I'm up to 11 no's, so I'm due a yes. And anytime you get a no, celebrate that no. Don't give up. Just celebrate it. Make like a little jar, okay? And you found a good graphic. I like that. Find a little jar. Put you some rewards on the slips of paper and put in that jar. Buy ice cream, go to a movie or whatever. And when somebody tells you no, go to your jar, pull out one of those little slips, open it up, and reward yourself for getting told no. Don't think no is bad. No is a good thing sometimes because it drives us to be something else. My favorite little golden book growing up was A Little Engine That Could. Famous, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. He was going to go up that hill. He was going to do what everybody told him he could not do. He was going to pull that up. He was going to be successful. And then finally he said, I thought I could and I did. Don't let your circumstances and your obstacles that get in your way stop you. Persistence. Keep driving. Keep pushing. Keep going. And I found this quote from Les Brown, and I loved it. And it's true. It says, you will never be like the little engine that could if you sit around on your caboose. Don't get frustrated. Don't let it stop you. We've all been there. I know we've been there countless times. And I know you guys have been there too. But don't get frustrated and don't let it stop you. But let's motivate ourselves with every no we get and be persistent in building our business.
Wow.
And I would like to say before we go off, if you get discouraged, go on your page, on your group page or team page. I know we have one for our team. Just begin to read the accomplishments. And don't say, man, I wish I was there. Just remember, one day I will be there. My name will be on that list. And just keep pushing at it. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lee and Princess. What an inspiration. Thinking that you have not even been with Avon for 2 years yet, already Gold Ambassador, President's Club, and just like you said, changing that mindset and just believing in yourself and saying, I can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind and you set out to do. And for you to just give us this kind of inspiration, I think we all learn from that. So we really, really thank you. And, I thank Kelly and I both, and all of us, I thank all 3 of our guests this evening, because we know sometimes it's a little scary to step out of your own comfort zone, whether you're on a webinar or, we had a little technical difficulty, but, there's always a backup plan, and we work together. So thanks again for everything. And now I'm going to turn it over to Kelly, because she's got some great information to share with you.
Thanks, Jeanette. I have to echo Jeanette's sentiments. I am so inspired. Princess and Lee, way to take this call home. I think that you were just so relatable to every person on this call, whether they're newish like you are, a year and a half, maybe even newer, or established. The advice that you just shared is so real, so relatable, so practical. I love the idea. Let's go start counting our no's, knowing we're going to get to the yes. Let's not give up. I like the small goal piece that you suggested, and that you're celebrating those small victories along the way, and you even celebrate the no's. So important for all of us. And then, of course, that was coupled with, I love Emily's twist on the fundraising profit share. I think that you guys did too. And Leslie and her fundamentals of how to get into a storefront with the words to use. So much learning tonight. With that, wrapping it up, you remember last week, actually 2 weeks ago, last week was Thanksgiving, but our last Southeast Shares call, we heard from Elizabeth Ramirez, who is our Miami Sales Center partner. She's the manager at Miami Sales Center. And we talked about, through Elizabeth, how the Miami Sales Center can be a tremendous resource for each of you. And it's really, we'll call it the Southeast Sales Center because it's really such a valuable tool for us. And Elizabeth had a great idea. She thought, because this is such a special group, we have a special thing going on, we're going to give you all one more resource in the form of a Southeast Shares exclusive bundle that will introduce here on a weekly basis to close out each call. So this week's bundle is all about the holidays, and it includes products that will allow you to maybe have an event, maybe create baskets. Really, there's a lot of opportunities to receive this bundle and do so much with the products that are included in the bundle. And as always with the Miami Sales Center, you're getting current product, you're getting some excess inventory, even A boxes, everything's available. But in this bundle, there's something for everybody. The total bundle is award sales of $66.23. So think about what that could do for your business in Campaign 26, but then think about what that means in terms of award sales. So because some of the products are discontinued, you don't get award sales on everything, but the total award sales for just this bundle is $86.22. What if you sold 5 of those? Double dollars, award sales of $86.22. So with that, thinking about this bundle and closing out the call tonight, we have just a couple of minutes left. I want to invite you guys to the chat box. So if you haven't found the chat box, make sure in your little pod here on the right, where you can control your screen, that you check out the chat box and share with us how you're going to move this bundle. So think about it. I'm going to give you a second. And while I wait for you to type in the chat how you're going to sell this bundle, I will remind, thank you, Vanessa, that not everybody in the Southeast can use the Miami Sales Center. I'd say 90-ish%. Yeah. The majority can. There are some pockets of Kentucky and Virginia that cannot use this opportunity yet. We're working on that. But so for a majority, this bundle could be a really big opportunity. So how will you sell these products? Share some ideas with me in the chat. I know you guys know how to work the whole bundle piece. I'm sure you're typing fast and furious right now. I agree, Janine, this is an awesome bundle. Emily, tying in technology again, she will present this bundle on Facebook Live. You probably sell each product individually if you wanted to right there in that Facebook Live post. That's an amazing idea. Brilliant. So cash and carry. So last minute gifts for customers. I'll admit I'm one of those who waits to the last minute. I would certainly need something like this. So having that product on hand, huge. Lee, vendor events, absolutely. What a great way to stock up on a ton of products for such a low price that you can turn around and sell for so much more. Plus, again, the double dollars in Campaign 26. I love these ideas, guys, and so many more. I know that your wheels are turning. I know you've likely sold these bundles so many different ways in the past, so definitely leverage that. So I'll take one final comment. Let me see what Kelly's saying. She says, you mentioned that some of these items are discontinued. I would stress on Facebook and all my other social media that that's a great point. So get them while you can. They're discontinued. These are hot items. It really makes this exclusive bundle and these products even more exclusive. And it is exclusive to you. So take advantage of this bundle. You see the link that you can order it via this Google Doc hyperlink that's on the screen. So you might want to take a little screenshot of it. But of course, we're going to post this on our Southeast Region Facebook page so that you can access it directly from there. And again, we'll feature another exclusive bundle just for you this time next week. So we hope that you'll join us at 7 p.m. Eastern, a week from today on Thursday. And we're looking forward to a lot more Southeast shares. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Bye, guys.
Bars, the best place to find the lovers of the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. And now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I. I'm in love with your body.